Boiler fired up. Yeah, we got 20 pounds of steam now.
For 25 years, in a picturesque stretch of the Pumiscestone Passage, a unique event has lapped upon the shores of Bribie Island. With it comes a romance for polished wood, steam, and the charm of a time past, a history nurtured and not yet surrendered. The event is the Bribie Classic Boat Regatta, attracting dinghies, runabouts, skiffs and cruisers in power and sail. It has united a fellowship of what makes these crafts special. Its founder is Alan Graham, an accomplished wooden boat builder himself.
Bribie Aquatic Community Events are doing a marvellous job, as you can see. Perfect location, you've got sheltered water, and it's a community in Bribie, lots of people that can have a look. Oh, there's just something about wood that fiberglass and aluminium boats don't have, you know. But then I'm a wooden boat guy, aren't I? There's nothing wrong with fiberglass boats, mind you, or tinnies, but I prefer the wooden boats. They have a different feel about them, a different look, and they're much quieter in the waves, you know. You don't get that slamming that you get with some boats, and of course they're slower anyway. The workmanship in the old boats, you know, the workmanship of the steam bent ribs and the beautiful different timbers, which look so wonderful when they're varnished, all the different colours and grains. It just gets all sorts of people on the spot, and they just might say, well, wouldn't mind building a wooden boat. That's what I try to encourage people to build, a wooden boat. Because all the skills are being lost. Not many people build wooden boats professionally now. I just think this might live quite a few years yet.
You can see model boats too. And then there's the vintage characters, the custodians of this culture, and these vessels of a bygone craft and artistry.
Rosemary is around about 140 years old. It's only had 5 owners over that time. It was originally a pleasure boat, then used as an oyster boat, and then went back as a pleasure boat and still is today. And it's just a bit of history that we're trying to keep alive. I've got a receipt when it was sold in 1929 for £65 at the start of the Depression, and those people owned the boat for about 40 years and ran the oyster industry. I've spoken to the descendants just recently at Port Macquarie, and they were ecstatic to see that the boat was still around because it was Pop's boat.
Well, I was an apprentice to an engineering firm, and then from there I went on to the Merchant Navy, served my time on there, and ended up as chief engineer on a number of ships. And I've also been associated with steam launches all my life because my father was a steam engineer also. The original engine was built by my father and myself, the first one as a demonstrator, and that's the engine that's in Rosemary now.
Well, if they don't have the right custodian, who's going to be able to see something like this in another 10 years' time?
Yeah, we're running out of people with the necessary experience, so us that are left have to educate the ones that are still interested, younger people, so that they can carry on the tradition.
Alongside craft like the 140-year-old Rosemary, there are more modern classic cruisers in attendance, like those built by Gary Dornbos and Clem Masters.
I'm a 5th generation boat builder, born in Holland. Came out here with my father and mother in 1957. Boat took 5 years in between work, after hours, weekends. It is a timber hull. The whole boat is laminated solid mesh, built like you wouldn't believe, it's and bulkheads everywhere. It's an art form of a bygone era. It's a proper boat. That's what's special about it. It's a proper boat. You can make a fiberglass look proper by just putting a bit of sheathing on the outside with timber. So it's unique because you have a bridge which limits a lot of people. I can drop the mast here, so that's not a problem, but it limits a lot of people and it brings out smaller boats, and which is delightful because you don't see the smaller boats in a bigger boat sort of area. You know, you go to Hobart, which is on next February, 600 wooden boats, but you don't see the real small stuff, and this is what the attraction is. You know, go to the beach, sort of show your boat, that sort of stuff. So it's really nice.
It's a festival perfectly suited to Bribie, in harmony with its laid-back local community, slower pace and stunning natural setting. It's not all slow though. The small boat regatta turns up a few launches that slip along with a nimbleness belying their years. And some great noise. It attracts both avid enthusiasts and the simply curious. And after 2.5 decades, Bribie has certainly claimed it as theirs.
Bribie Kirby, you're the winner of this year's major prize, this beautiful little boat. Thank you so much for your support.
Today that goes to Monaco, owned by Perry Ray. Congratulations, Monaco.
On a beautiful Bribie day, cradled by the glasshouse mountains in the distance and the splendour of classic boats in the passage, you can see why this romance endures.